So, more on Katt Williams. Here we go.
You don't think
Funny.
if I would have had a 50-cent piece, I would have put that down. That would have been funnier.
A what?
I would
Dude,
have
that
had a 50
was
cent coin. If I would have had a
that
coin,
was
put it down and then
fucking
add some
funny.
credit. That would have been even
Vito, you
funnier.
set that up perfect. That shit was funny. I ain't gonna
No,
lie.
you know, don't play with him. Oh.
He knew who it was.
I don't feel it.
Right? And me saying that and them going, oh yeah, no problem. And then going to give it to this other guy and having him do it just like it was and acting like I'm a bad person because I keep standing on my standard. But yeah, it's interesting, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Like, again, I'm on the winning side of these decisions.
You know, look, I've had Cube, I've talked to Cube, and a lot of people say Cube doesn't pay. What's your relationship with Cube, and what did that opportunity mean for you?
Well, the ungrateful bastards that would say anything about Cube's payment, you shouldn't even talk to them anymore. Like, you don't go to Goodwill, you don't go to a Goodwill thrift store and go, look at all this cheap ass shit. Why don't you shut up? Why don't you shut up? You could have went to
Dude,
her.
I swear, bro, the way Katt Williams compares shit down, no one else makes comparisons like this.
It reminds me of George Carlin. Like Carlin did stuff like that.
Like
the way he does stuff, it's Carlin-esque.
That's
Carlin-esque.
That's what gets me. It's like
He said, guys, 20 minutes, right?
yeah, like 20 minutes. Yeah, 20. Yeah. Like, but that's like you can't go into a Goodwill store and say like, why does this look all cheap? It's fucking Goodwill, bro.
Yep.
It ain't the Gucci store.
Exactly.
Like, what are you expecting?
You might find a Gucci in Goodwill.
No. You might find some treasures in there, and I have.
No, listen, man.
And you shouldn't be ashamed or not.
That's his point. You don't walk into Goodwill and say, what's all this cheap shit here for?
You don't do that. You don't do that.
It's not supposed to be cheap.
You find antique stuff in there that's worth.
That's kind of like, I don't know if you saw the thing about Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree they're increasing their prices.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the most expensive things, you're gonna start seeing things for $7 in Dollar Tree.
Oh, yeah.
But the reason why is because there's more people with 6-figure salaries now who are shopping at the dollar store because they know the shit's cheap.
Mm-hmm.
So now the Dollar Tree is like, okay, if the expensive motherfuckers want to come, we're increasing the prices.
So it's not Dollar Tree anymore.
But like, to me, that kind of ruins it for the people who don't got money in 6-figure range.
That destroys it.
Hold on. I've been to Dollar Tree before. This is the thing. The items that they have in there, they only increase at 25 cents. Okay? But listen to me.
Okay.
But to the same items they carry there, now they have new items that's coming in. Increase that they put labeled it for like $5.
All right. So you're saying the new merchandise.
Exactly. Or $3 or stuff like that. They don't increase the stuff that was already in there that started off has $1.
Okay.
They only increased it 25 cents. Sorry, 25 cents because of the economy and shit like that. So
okay.
All
right. I mean, I guess.
I don't go to Dollar Tree. Liz goes to Dollar Tree.
I guess.
Yeah, there's a few things that you could buy for $1 that's freaking decent.
Yeah, no, for real, yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, when she creates her decorations and stuff.
No, for real. Dollar, I ain't. Shoot.
That's why you didn't go to Balenciaga. Why you didn't get a bowl of the Balmain? You want to have that conversation. Right. What you mean the independent black dude who's filming it partly out of his fucking pocket? What you mean he didn't pay you enough? They weirdos.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep. That felt like...
like I've...
Exactly. Give an opportunity.
Yeah.
Paying you what he could.
The amount of shit that Ice Cube actually pays for out of his own pocket. He offered... Did you see how much he offered Caitlin Clark? $5 million to play for the Big Three.
You see what I can't stand is that people don't understand how fucking profit works. Just because you're making money on something doesn't make you greedy. So Cube needed to make money on the movie.
Yeah.
So he could only pay a certain amount. if he paid more and took a loss, he can't do another
He's
movie.
gonna go bankrupt.
Exactly.
You have to, if you gonna run a business, you have to make some type of profit.
The basis
Yep.
foundation ideas of communism is that you can, if you sell it for $5, if it costs you $5 to make it, you should sell it for $5. How do I make the next one?
Yeah, because you didn't make a profit.
That's what people don't understand. That only cost you $12 to make. You should sell it for $12. How do I make the next one?
Yeah, you need money to make the next
That's
one.
insane.
You need money to make money.
That's insane to have that mentality.
Like you got to spend money to make.
That's the mentality of every goddamn communist.
You got to spend money to make money.
Yeah.
Or else,
exactly.
like, if you not
That is the whole basis of Ian. You just figured out capitalism.
like,
That is the whole basis of what capitalism
I mean,
is.
if you want to talk about capitalism, like the purest, like if you watch,
People take advantage of it, of course.
yeah, there's a difference between capitalism and corporate capitalism. Like if you watch Ozark on Netflix,
Well, corporate capitalism is the pervasion of capitalism because that is just corporate greed.
I see a lot of people say that like, oh, capitalism is bad, capitalism. I'm like, okay. The purest form of capitalism that everybody fucking hates that happens all over the goddamn world is drug dealing.
Yeah.
Because there's no receipts for it. There's no regulations on it. The person who is selling it, you can change the prices every hour, at will, whenever you want.
Mhm.
Drug dealing is the purest form of capitalism that exists.
Yeah.
And people don't like it because the product that's being sold. If it was anything else being sold, no one would give two damn shits. It's because it's drugs. Like, but if you watch the show Ozark on Netflix,
the sad part is it's not just drugs; it's also sex.
true, yeah, true.
That's the sad.
And I noticed it, like, it as screwed up as it really is. If you watch the show Ozark, it explains to you. Yeah, it's about it's on Netflix. It's with Jason Bateman. If you watch Ozark, it clearly explains to you on like how much how much drug dealing is actually woven in to corporate capitalism. It's right there. It's like right in front of our face. People just like big pharma.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
That's what
big
it is.
pharma. That's
A lot of it's
actually what the
legal.
fuck it is.
A lot of it's legal drugs.
It's legal drug dealing. Like that's all big pharma is.
Yeah. But that's what drives me crazy, is that someone says you didn't pay me enough. Do you not understand what it took to get to the point where I was able to offer you this in the first place?
Exactly. But it's crazy how much people think that they're entitled to something.
That too.
Like it's insane. They do a little bit of fucking work and think they're entitled to 6 damn figures.
Yeah.
Or just because they know you. Oh, you're my brother. Aren't you supposed to? Man, we got the same mom. Okay, you didn't put no work in.
See, one of the greatest things I've ever seen was Dinesh D'Souza explaining to a kid who said, who was another communist, talking about working at a pencil factory. Where he says, well, if you don't have the kid now pretty much was like, if I don't put the pencil together, you don't have anything to make any money. And Dinesh was like, you don't understand. All you're doing is putting together everything. If I don't provide the building, if I don't provide the machinery, if I don't provide the material, what are you putting together?
Exactly. It's a process, man.
Not to mention, other people have talked about this actors, who supplied the capital to get the building there to be able to allow people to be able to come in and work.
Somebody got to pay the lease or the rent or the fucking taxes on the goddamn building that you're working in.
Well, this person to get paid the same as the person that came up with the whole system, right?
Yeah.
This shit is wild.
That's crazy. Know your shit, know of it. So
it's turning into now you got to be aware of who the fuck you're working with.
Oh yeah,
because it's like
wasn't it
the show?
Yeah,
Ozark.
Ozark.
Yeah. And what's really screwed up is when you're watching it, you're gonna understand why there's actually been limited work and effort into like battling drug cartels.
They don't want to.
They make the fucking government money.
Yeah, they don't want to stop it.
Like that's why they literally make the money.
Let me look for it actually.
Yeah,
If they wanted the southern border shut,
it would
be shut right now.
Yeah, they all don't get it. Like a lot of people don't get.
I mean, people don't. They're flying people around the country. If they weren't making money, they wouldn't be fucking flying the states around the country.
Like that's.
What do people not understand?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Oh, they're just walking across the. I'm like, guys,
Is that one right?
the agents know when it's coming. Like,
Is that
yeah, that's Ozark. Yeah,
There's literally a fucking app to make an appointment when you're going to surrender to Border Patrol. What the fuck are we doing?
like, yeah, people don't.
What are we doing?
Yeah, people don't get like how actually simple and in your face it is. Are you about to watch Ozark right now?
No. No. I'm playing it a little bit. That way, when I go to continue,
Oh, it says continue. Got you.
it's right there.
Got you.
Forget.
Got you.
Because
Smart.
I watch it when
Got you.
in the truck.
First Candy Crush, now watch another show.
Got look at me. Professionalism, fam.
Me? You're not supposed to watch this. Listen to it while I'm listening to it.
Make sure you rewind it because if you miss shit, you're not gonna understand.
It's just the beginning of it because it will pop up.
Okay, what do you mean he didn't pay you enough? They weirdos.
Yeah.
Weirdos.
Yep.
That felt like they earned the opportunity because they
Yeah.
were big. No,
Yeah.
I understood.
That ain't no $200 million movie. Well, I mean, how much did you expect you was gonna make?
Well, I made enough to get them teeth fixed just like you did.
Yeah.
So I it was no harm, no foul. I knew that I was gonna go from there, and there was no
turning back for Katt Williams. Okay.
Well, here's the thing. I wrote it. What I'm saying if I did it and I did a good job at it, you can thank me. I was involved.
Right.
I'm not gonna come later on and tell you I never even read the whole script. So how you know what roles? What? What do you mean you never read the?
That's that, please.
These guys' whole job is to present something, unfortunately, and I'm just not a presenter. If you ask me a question, I'm just gonna tell you the truth of how it went.
Would you be willing to do another Friday?
Cube already asked me to write it. I was supposed to have been writing it. This is what these guys are mad about. Like, we lost some great people before this movie could come out regardless.
Right.
And so, yes, there desperately needs to be one.
Yeah, didn't Craig's brother, the father that played Craig, die?
John Witherspoon.
Yeah,
he died.
Yes.
And then
Great
Debo
actor.
died too. I think.
Yep, he did.
Debo died too. Yeah.
Also would have been good if he was alive to be in Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac. Yeah.
Man,
Yep.
Bernie Mac was freaking hilarious.
Yes. Dude, one of the original goats of comedy, man.
Yup.
Should still be here.
For real.
But we miss John Witherspoon in a way that can't
We
really...
should react. We should react a little bit of Bernie Mac.
Dude, Bernie Mac was freaking
I haven't seen any of his stand-up in a long time.
Yeah, Bernie Mac was freaking hilarious.
be quantified, if I'm being honest with you.
Who could play John Witherspoon?
And,
Who could do that?
The Chris Tucker.
Only Witherspoon could.
I know. Who could play that
Yeah.
right now?
Like, dude, Friday is class.
Oh, and then Chris Tucker, you can't bring him back in it because now he's Christian.
See, unless he
That's what he
addresses
said.
unless Chris Tucker comes up in this interview, I don't know if it will. I don't get mad at Chris Tucker because I could understand why he never came back for a Friday movie. Rush Hour was fucking huge.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah,
With Jackie Chan. The shit was
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
I get it.
that's another good.
You have an
movie.
opportunity
Oh,
to go make
man.
what $100 million?
Yeah, you go make
Or are you gonna make it like? Or are you gonna bring home $50,000?
Yeah.
I get it.
I get what
Yeah,
he's
I
doing.
get. Yeah.
Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker.
Oh, shit.
Not
Tell me I didn't just. Bro,
Yep.
play with me. Play with me.
I figured Cat was gonna bring that up. It's Cat Williams. There's no way he wasn't.
He just comes up and
Play
says some
with me.
shit.
Right with me.
Yeah.
I was like,
We got Epstein.
that's crazy.
now.
Crazy.
Yeah, there's a reason Chris Tucker found God. Okay.
Like, I can't believe.
Wow.
Because Chris Tucker with himself, so he had to reinvent himself. That's why he's super religious now.
That's
The
crazy.
big theories behind all of that. Right, Pat. Let's
Hey,
see
I
Pat.
don't anything about that. That's the thing.
A lot of people didn't know anything about that. That's why
Not even a hint of it. And now he's saying something about it.
That's why they're giving us Diddy now.
Quantified,
Right.
if I'm being honest with you. And the Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker,
Oh, Lord.
not Smokey.
Oh, Lord.
Mm.
Whew. If I didn't know no better, I'd tell you he's the greatest. I don't care what you say.
You got a point.
To be confident and not delusional is a real skill.
Mm-hmm.
Most of
Damn.
these confident people we see is really delusional.
Well, you don't think they asked Chris Tucker to come back in the second Friday? Smokey was all in Smokey. There ain't no Friday without Smokey.
We all agree to that, and there's no next Friday without Friday, and there's no Friday after next without
Nah,
Friday.
we talk about the road because you said that they don't.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Chris was allowed to make the decision. At the time that this is happening, Katt Williams is known for smoking weed. Willie Nelson is known for smoking weed.
Right.
Snoop's known for smoking weed, but none of us is really known except Willie. And I'm saying, Chris Tucker didn't want to be the poster child for smoking weed. He don't smoke weed like that.
Right.
He in the church. He Michael Jackson's best friend. Christmas. Michael Jackson called him Christmas. You ever met a man that gave you a little nickname like that?
No.
Me neither.
Me neither.
Must be the greatest.
Man, I ain't gonna be able to get nobody back. I ain't gonna be able to get no more comedians.
They all coming.
No, they ain't.
Are you kidding?
Nah.
Hey, I
A good
promise
thing
you.
I done got all the rest of them. I done got the ones.
I promise you, everybody trying to double back. You're gonna be having to beat them off with a stick. You gonna let him? They're coming. Much as
Yo, that's too much, bro.
You on Def Comedy Jam, Comic View. What were those experiences like? What do you remember most about Def Comedy Jam and Comic View?
Comic View was everything. Comic View was really the break, and not Friday after next, just because Comic View was just 3,000 of your stand-up peers, and we just throw sets of all of them up there, and we see who the audience likes. Who do they like? And it was a great wild, wild west time to be involved
That's
in
the way
comedy,
it should be
and
with comedy, you know.
Yeah.
Go out there, give your best set, and see who the
See who
crowd
laughs,
likes better.
yeah.
You notice that he didn't go back with the Epstein thing with Chris Tucker?
Right over it.
He moved right over it. Like, I really wanted to know what else, a little bit more of it.
Well,
But
my
Chris-
whole thing is like, I get why he moved over. What's left to say?
Yeah, there's not really much left to really
What's
say.
left to say? Everybody
Like-
knows why Chris Tucker won in Friday again.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it. And I'm not saying it's a great thing to just leave like that, but what I'm saying is a lot of people, if you give them the opportunity to say, would you rather make 100 million or would you rather make 100 grand? You're gonna take the 100 million without even fucking thinking about it.
Yep.
And that's what happens to a lot of music artists.
But yeah, Rush Hour was
It was huge.
yeah.
It was like you name the average person isn't gonna turn down Rush Hour money.
I
They're
love,
not,
I love,
even to be a fucking extra in it.
I love Rush Hour.
and Rush Hour, and they ended up getting 3 movies out of Rush
That's
Hour.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan is freaking huge, bro.
Mhm.
It's why Chris Tucker's known. It's 'cause of Rush
Exactly.
Hour. It's not because of Friday that everybody knows Chris Tucker. It's Rush Hour.
Don't get me wrong, like he was popping in Friday.
Of
He
course.
got his shit from chilling with Jackie Chan.
There was another movie he made with Charlie Sheen. What was the name of that movie?
Please,
Oh.
another one.
Oh, damn, Jimmy J. Woo. Thank you.
Another Coke studio.
Yo, it's gonna take us. It's gonna take us like a half a year to get to all. Like goddamn.
The same is true for Def Jam because hip hop was a fad at one time, and hip hop ain't gonna last. And why are you doing that?
Yup.
And that's how it was for blue comedy. If you were a comedian that cussed, you were ridiculed by the mainstream comedy geist. That would be like me being on Joe Rogan. Joe don't want me on there. I need to be on Shannon. Joe.
Went on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan. Joe's like,
Low key, we're trying to finish this so then we can watch the
Joe Rogan, because
Hey,
I'm
gotta-
watch it.
I know the Joe Rogan happens after this.
yeah.
So yeah,
Joe got 6
and that was
comedians.
3.5 hours.
Yeah.
With Joe.
Damn, he was on there for 3 and
Three hours and 38 minutes or
Listen,
something.
listen.
Yeah.
You know Joe is gonna ask.
Yeah.
You know he's
Oh, yeah,
gonna
the-
come up with.
You know, I've noticed these
Questions.
interviews. Y'all really got to vibe with someone to listen to them talk for 3.5 hours.
Oh yeah.
You really got to vibe with someone.
I can't wait to listen to that interview. I've been waiting because I got to hear this one first.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you, Vito. I don't blame you, bro.
Comedians that never been funny, he want to push out. But that's really how it is. I'm so sorry I'm competitive. You an athlete, right? You
I can tell.
You understand.
Will there ever be another Comic View, Def Comedy Jam? Could that, in today, in 24, 25, 26, could we see that again?
They've already announced it. It's already going. You didn't know? Yeah, Kevin Hart purchased it, so he's now doing Comic View. That happened at the same time that they gave DC Young Fly Hollywood Squares. Yeah, because they tell you that there's no gatekeepers, but we keep seeing the same people open the gate. Didn't Kevin open the gate and let Tiffany in?
I don't
He
know.
now opening it up for... Don't such and such open the gate? What do you mean ain't no gatekeepers? There's 100 gates out here.
Would you,
Everyone I've seen got a keeper.
would you have wanted to do Comic View or Def Comedy Jam? Would you have wanted to be?
I think we just mentioned I did them both.
No, I'm saying he purchase the rights and refranchise it.
He ain't gonna do nothing for Kevin Hart.
They didn't offer it to me anyway. Like, Comic View did a couple of disservices to comedy as well. So there were people like me that were out there getting 2 and 3 standing ovations in one set. And that wasn't good for television. So what they did was they started making everybody get a standing ovation. So they would tell the audience, when they get off stage, everybody get up and cheer. And so now the fact that I'm the only one out there going to get standing ovations is now making people think everybody get a standing ovation. And that's not how comedy is. So I understood why that couldn't go anymore because remember,
That's the scummy stuff that goes.
Maybe I'm reaching, or if I just don't look on the internet like that. But like, you don't, whether it's art, or it's comedians, you're not really seeing people get booed off a stage anymore.
Because most people, when a mainstream person,
That's what I'm thinking.
when they're put in front, there's too much money invested in that person to let them
Flop.
be perceived as a flop.
Like I've noticed that you
They
never
might
really.
be, even if they're being booed, you're not gonna see them being booed unless it's from one of these.
Fair enough.
How many
Damn.
times have you seen
So
when you see a cell phone footage of something coming up?
another
But guess what? Why do you think most comedy clubs don't allow that now?
Joe Rogan.
Right.
It's funny.
That's crazy though.
Dude,
Thank you, Jimmy J.
think about it.
Because being booed is like the natural process of deciding whether who's good
I
or
know.
not.
But the only time you would see something like that of them getting booed
Mhm.
is if they allow you to see it, which most of that footage,
Electronically, they erase it.
yeah, that footage will never get shown.
Yeah.
They don't want to
For
put
that
that
part.
unless they want to destroy that person. Or if you see it on the cell phone footage of someone who had a random camera in there.
Yeah.
But most places don't allow it.
They don't allow it anymore.
Well,
That's
which
crazy.
I understand
They
that
put it in
because
like in little pouches or something,
Yeah.
and they just
yeah,
yeah.
because most of the time comics are working on new material they don't want to be shown yet. It's supposed to be for a live thing because it might be put in this.
Yeah,
Damn.
that I get it, but in the same time, there's the part when if they weren't that great and they were booming, then you would not know about it, you know.
That shit's wild.
So you're being brainwashed right there. Oh yeah, oh well, yeah. I guess that sounds kind of funny.
It's like
Yeah,
you're not getting the natural experience of anything.
exactly.
No, you're getting the perceived experience of what they want you to think you're getting. Unless you're
That's
there
wild.
live,
That's
you won't.
That's fucking insane, man. That's insane.
But Ricky Smiley sat right here and told you a story about how he performed with Mike Epps and Katt Williams when he did Comic View, and to let him tell it, he was funnier than both. My name Lil Dow. You're talking about the special needs. That's good.
That's a different time.
That's some clever material.
That was a different time, Cat.
No, it wasn't. It
Yeah.
was the time I was there.
But I'm saying
That time, this time, same times.
no. But I'm saying
Just like people that tell you the Egyptians, they not black. Egypt is in Africa, folks. As long as Egypt is in Africa, then Egyptians are African.
do you believe you could tell the same jokes today
Yeah.
as when you started out? I mean, Eddie Murphy not.
Yeah, you don't really have like. Damn, yeah, Egyptians. Yeah, y'all pretty.
Egypt's in Africa. If you're Egyptian, is African. Cat is correct on that.
Bruh. Yeah, you can.
As long
Oh,
as Egypt
God.
is in Africa, they're
Oh,
African.
And the funny
man.
thing is, a lot of people don't know that because they don't research it.
No, I bet a lot of people don't even realize that
That's
Egypt
crazy.
is in Africa.
That's
Telling those jokes. Richard Pryor wouldn't be able to tell those jokes in 2024 that they told in the 70s and the 80s.
So they wouldn't have told us.
damn, Jimmy.
But that's my point.
They're not
Oh,
inferior
fuck,
people.
bro.
No.
If they were in this time, they would be going according to our time. Just
Jimmy, make sure you can eat, bro. Make sure you. Did you get that one? Yeah, did you get that one?
Appreciate you, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy. Appreciate you, fam.
like then, we were going according to that. Like, that's how it is in the world. There are words that we can use for a while. And we use them for a while until somebody says, that ain't a good word.
Yeah.
We should stop saying that.
Correct.
That don't make people feel good. And we stop saying the word. And we move on to another word. You can't say the R word. You can certainly say special needs.
Yeah.
You can certainly say spectrum.
Be slow.
There are things that you can say to get your point that don't have to hurt people.
Right.
But you would know that if what you did was construct the English language for a living, then you would understand that part.
You financed your first stand-up. You had
So
20.
he's
It
right.
cost you 20.
You can say whatever you want if you get your point across the right way. You don't have to say things that are intentionally hurtful if you know that enough people are going to be hurt by it if you say so. I'm not talking about a small portion. I'm talking about you're going to piss off about 90% of your base, really, if you say it in a certain way.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
If you're going, there's certain ways to say things to be respectful or something.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
But there's
That's true.
also other ways where sometimes they know exactly what they're getting into. You go ahead and let it fly.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Comedy is comedy.
Yeah. I say the same thing with rap.
You can be you can censor yourself to a certain point if you're trying to be respectful, but you also it's comedy.
Yeah.
You gotta let it fly sometimes.
Yeah.
It's called reading the room.
Yeah, read the room. Yeah.
If the room you're in is going with what you're saying, keep on going. You're lighting it up. But that's why you have to go based off a room on room basis. But you should know how that's going based off of how you're going through your set.
Mm.
Most comics know how to read the room. Cat could do one of his sets from 15 years ago today if the room he's in allows it. You see what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why it's an art form.
Exactly.
Well, don't forget that there is how you call it? There's probably going to be a lot of people that back in the day um really they're into Cat Williams, and they're gonna come in if he's gonna do a show, they're gonna come and see him, and then there's gonna be a mixture, of course, of young ones.
See, even like today, like or where they're talking about retard.
Yeah.
It's it used to be a medically defined term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's.
Now
Yeah,
it's
I mean, yeah, I get it. It's just like
the word is not the same anymore.
it's
It's
poor
been
taste.
it's just been like run over so many times that it's dirty, and people do not they
Just
get easily offended when you say that the person is actually the word originally for a person that's slow or that's a special needs, it was retarded, right? That was the word, right?
they were mentally retarded. That
Now
was the
and now
scientifically clear name.
people instantly get offended
Yep.
because
It's kind of like it's like the opposite thing happened to the word queer.
yeah.
It used to be derogatory, now it's a way people identify.
Yeah, which
Or
is weird.
like
That was weird to me.
Yeah, like yeah, I don't.
what about gay? Gay or isn't it
Or faggot.
happy?
Or faggot. Remember,
Happy?
people prefer to that word.
I've
A bundle of sticks is what it originally was.
I've heard gay people call that
All the
each
time.
other that.
Yep.
I've heard gay people go like talking to other people like, all right, quit gaying up the room.
Yep.
I've heard people like, but if a
That's
straight
right.
person says it to them, they got an issue.
Yep.
It's just like with the N word.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
I was just about to say. It's just
You know what's another one? It's like I know this. I noticed this on online in England and in Australia. Okay, girls. See you next Tuesday. Know that word?
we're on Rumble, Ian.
Well, yeah.
I know.
I'm gonna cut it up and put it on. That's why I don't want to say it. Yeah, but like that's their version
You
of
know what
bitch.
he's talking about, right?
That's the word of what?
That's their version of bitch.
Oh, okay.
Like in America,
So I make sure you do know
it's like the worst thing.
I always go for bitch. I didn't know there was another word for it.
It's like
the CUNT word.
yeah. Good Lord. Oh my God.
Ian, you might have to actually say it. You might have to edit it out, but might have to actually say it.
Here we go again.
You're telling me you've never freaking heard of this word?
Wait, which one? People?
This.
Oh, that one.
I was about to
Oh.
say, like, what is like?
I was about to say, come on.
Liz, I was
Yeah,
about to
no,
ask, are you a woman? like, Liz, don't do that to me.
you spell it out too. That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
You did it the first time with
Okay.
next Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh man, did you get that two-tone right there?
I think. Oh no, he put another one. Jimmy.
Damn, damn, Jimmy. Appreciate all the love, fam. But like I was saying, like
Jimmy, make sure you pay your rent this week.
yeah, for real.
Or this month. What are you doing?
Like America, it's like the worst thing to call a woman. But in Australia and Britain, women say that to each other like water.
Like it's nothing.
Like it's crazy.
Like how guys say bloke.
Yeah. Like for us, America, we say fuck off. In Britain, they say piss off.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's just
That part.
And they say wanker.
You finance your
they do. Yeah, they
wanker.
When you spell it out, I think I heard like another letter in there. That's why I didn't get it. Or else I would have gotten it right there, and I would have saved the freaking.
Oh yeah, because that would have been number 3.
We had to help you out big time there. Yeah. 3 strikes you out.
Oh my goodness.
first stand up. You had 20. It cost you 22,000.
What's up, Vito?
We made it through 10 minutes.
No, bro. No, this is 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes, bro.
Well, you know.
Hold on.
10 minutes, bro.
Yeah, I blame Katt Williams.
Yeah.
You had 25 to your name.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to do that? You believe that much in Katt?
I believe that much in business. In business, the goal is for you to become independent and be the boss, take the responsibility, and also get the profit.
Okay.
Didn't we just have a
Yes, we did.
you know, we just had a conversation about this, like,
We did. That's
Yeah,
funny, right?
that is the whole purpose.
yo, I feel like Katt listening to us.
You don't boss just getting hired on being the low guy.
No, bro.
I'm not gonna if I'm running a grocery store, I'm not gonna pay the bagger when I'm paying the store manager. You know what I mean? Even the goddamn grocery manager's not gonna get paid the same as a store manager.
That's a new one.
Jimmy.
Jimmy, please make sure your bills are paid this month.
Man.
Please, Lord, please make sure Jimmy is taken care of.
He's like sitting down. He's like, I am the king.
There's got to be 10 of
It's
them.
like, I am the king of Blite Media.
Honestly, there's got to be 10 of them.
That was number 10 right there.
God,
For real? Oh, shit.
I'm gonna eat
Wait.
ramen chicken with. Jeez, Jimmy, nah, get some good food in you, man. Get some good food in you.
And also get the profit.
Okay.
He's funny.
That's all. How can I be looking for you to put me on if I wouldn't? And if I can't show you what you missed out on, why would you believe me? Now, the fact that I was able to do it 12 times, that's the real thing. The part that I'm able to do it all across the country. The fact that every time I do a tour or a special, you think, well, that's sponsored by somebody. Somebody did a good job. No, just.
That's when you know you a boss.
Yeah.
When you're like dead ass.
When you're a specialist,
When you're the one putting the special, you put all the finances behind that shit. You don't gotta pay no big brands.
yep,
That's
Gotta
when you
promote it.
really moving.
it's you.
Just the guy they're kicking around. Just the one that might mentally not be all there. He's the one picking the outfits, writing this guy's material, booking the shows, making sure he gets there. He's the one hiring the other comedians. But hey, I knew that that's the end goal. So if that's the end goal and I'm there when I start, why would I deviate from that?
Right.
Remember,
Yeah.
my goal was to get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin asshole. And
That's
Oh,
I needed to be said.
why? It's just like
like Shannon's like anyway.
oh my
Yeah. And not
dude,
fucking around
but
with
you
me.
know what's like really screwed up, bro. I hate that it's even happening. Ever since the day this interview came out, you learn about everyone who just got plowed in the ass for money, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whether like it was consensual or whether it's
Cloud or
whether
you
it was an
know,
assault, that which just should never happen to anybody. I'm just like,
mouth.
and
don't
then
forget.
Diddy's arrested.
bro, Cat can't be lying, bro. They can't lie at this
Everything
point.
that's come out since this interview, all it has done is give more credence to everything that he's saying, and there's more.
But is anybody talking about it? That's the
They're scared to. Like there's
or nobody saying
exactly.
anything.
That's the only one.
Because then somebody would have said, really like, no, what Cass said was he was lying.
By the way Cat's saying it, that means he got nothing to fucking do with the shit.
Yeah, he knows that his principle. He kept his.
Because
his
notice
principle
that
intact.
everybody hanging around P. Diddy ain't said a goddamn word.
Yeah. But still, not one person said he
Looking for
was.
something.
Not anybody said he's lying. Like
My
let's say,
opinion.
who said Cat lied about anything that he said on this?
Yeah.
Who attacked him?
No one's saying shit
Nobody.
about Diddy because they
Nobody.
implicated in that shit.
Exactly.
Guys, can you write a shout out to me when you I feel y'all, my online friends who has helped me through tough situations since 2 years. Can you write that?
Shout out to your name.
I mean, like, you want me to write it? Or I could just say shout out Jimmy J. We can do that. I don't know if I don't really want to write it on the wheel because it'll cover up the other super chats. It,
No, we'll shout out his name.
no, for real. Shout out Jimmy
Yeah.
J. Like right now, I'm like Tony Yayo. Jimmy J. turn the lights on for people. So like, I'm like,
And we got KJ on the wheel.
no, for real. Like, yeah, we do have your name. We do have JJ on some of these super chats that we know are yours, Jimmy. So we do have that.
Yeah, we just gotta every time we react to his stuff, we just gotta say his name.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
he-
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
God damn, bro.
I wish there was. If there was a little spot in the
That's
middle, you could write
so-
Jimmy's wheel in the middle.
Yeah.
It's heartwarming, man. Like I
Much
said right
love.
here, I
Much
feel
love.
like y'all are my online friends who has helped me through
And
tough situations.
Happy to hear that, though. I'm glad
Yeah,
we got you
I'm
on the
happy
spot.
to hear that too.
and guys, y'all gotta understand the
That's
people who are-
amazing.
It says like 22 people are watching. I know how some people don't like there's too much conversation in the videos on you. Like, I get it. I get that it can be annoying to hear all the conversations, but you have to understand when we cut this up, I'm not gonna edit every 5 seconds, so then the video's gonna be so damn choppy, you're not gonna be able to enjoy it.
I can't stand the videos that are cut up so much like this.
Like, I don't, to me,
get-
like,
And everything you get from us is raw and real.
that's what I'm saying. I don't.
We're just being ourselves, and whoever sticks around sticks around.
Yeah,
You know, because
Deadass.
they enjoy us. They enjoy our conversations.
yeah.
They enjoy my stupidity.
Only
They
time we
enjoy-
cut something out is if there's like a technical issue or it's something that really does not need to be in there.
And then we
Right,
explain to you
right.
why there's a cut.
And then we explain, why it got cut off.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
We-
there ain't gonna be no cutting other than that.
fake
I
shit.
think that of
Yeah.
all the reaction channels, we probably do the fewest edits.
Hmm.
Yeah, I put the raw video up there.
Like when we click, you guys get almost everything that we have.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean,
The only thing that is scripted on our videos is our intro and our outro at the end. That's it.
that's it.
That's literally it. That's the only part scripted.
Yeah.
And half the time now we've started to fucking bullshit that around. Like,
Yeah, with
Yep.
with copyrighted music that's not supposed to be copyrighted.
yeah, like yeah.
YouTube completely attacking our monetization.
So
That's why
you're gonna get in this upcoming week when we chop up the videos. You're gonna get it. There's gonna be a different entrance, intro and outro song. Just letting you know that because
Oh yeah, most definitely, Jimmy. Other reactors
Yeah.
fake it,
yeah, I'm not faking anything on this.
especially when there's so
Yeah.
many cut ups around.
That's what
certain
I'm
things.
saying.
You can tell that they already watched it and are trying to get their reaction perfect.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, man. I don't do I'm not gonna waste my time. No.
My goal was to get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin asshole.
Bro, why you gotta say it like
I love that he's saying
that?
I love that he's saying it like that. Yeah.
It's like Cap's like, y'all know what happens.
From that.
Like,
you're surprised.
yeah, like,
Right.
Remember, my goal was to get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin asshole. And never has sucked a penis. That was my only goal. I didn't want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan
There
Majors.
you go. See, come on, cat.
Not because I didn't.
pulled from Star Wars so damn fast. Oh my god. They pulled that man from Star Wars so quick.
Who?
Jonathan Majors.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because yeah.
That was in Star.
Oh no, Jonathan.
I didn't even remember.
No, pretty cool. No, Jonathan Majors, bro. No.
Like white women, I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not gonna act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. And that's the truth of the matter. So I stayed away from that. And remember, I told you the drug story from when I'm in the park.
Yeah.
So these are just the things. I had all of those when I came in. I already was ready for that. That's what they don't like.
I did not
Cool.
know you.
That's cool.
He's
Jimmy just
smart.
said, I wanted it to all Coke Studio season 14 songs are one take. That's dope.
Nope.
When artists can do
Nice.
shit in one take, I respect that.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah.
When you can do it in one
One take and you're not completely just rewinding and like that's awesome.
You're telling me and showing me a side of the business that I didn't know. That you guys are, man, the competition, the competitiveness.
That's all business. I
All
don't care
businesses.
if they're selling Coke. You wouldn't believe the things that Coca-Cola says about Pepsi. You wouldn't believe the water
See, we were just talking
conversations
about- wow,
between
that's weird.
Dasani and Liquid
That's
Death.
weird.
Wow.
Like,
We were just talking about
yeah.
what Jimmy J said, and then he's bringing
Because Coca-Cola brands that. There's a Coca-Cola symbol on there.
Yeah. Well, he's talking about because like Pepsi, business is competitive.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, they're always at each
But it's
other.
funny
That-
how
that's
he
what he-
mentioned
that's what he-
that.
yeah, but that's
when
what he's
we
talking
reading-
about.
Damn, this is like the third thing that happened.
Dude.
Like, what's going on here?
Damn, bro.
It's weird.
in all business, in all sport, competition is a driving force. And I don't require anybody to be better. Who am I? I just require if you're a loser and you've taken shortcuts at every chance.
Yep.
And you've made sure that you didn't put anybody on that really had a work ethic and was a God-fearing person and you helped it. If that was never you, then don't act like that's you. Don't get out here now that you don't do stand-up and start acting like, oh, you not sure why you don't do stand-up no more. I heard you got run off. You better be careful. The nigga that run you off gonna show up and he gonna tell everybody. Man, what you gonna be able to say? Nothing. Why you think I speak with such clarity? I'm actually involved in each one of these stories I told you about. Right. Right.
The one comedian, as we've been sitting here doing this interview, that you hold in very high regard is Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle walked away from $50 million. You said it was
Damn.
more.
Yeah.
Tell the story.
That's right.
I'm gonna let you tell it.
No, you're
No,
the
I
best.
want you to tell it.
You really are the best. You proving it here today. As much as I'm proving it, you proving it. You proving it. Yeah, that wasn't the thing. It wasn't. People say that he lost $50 million. No, that's not even close to what happened to this dude. And until you understand what happened to the dude, you don't understand what happened. Like, no, not they offered him $50 million and he turned it down. Who gonna turn down $50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity
That's
and
what
that
it is.
virgin hole I was telling you about.
Dude.
Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell him no.
Damn.
You-
He started. He did. Yeah, that's job. So when the shit, I'm like,
Yep. He
And-
said it. Did he ask the party? You say
you
no.
gotta tell him no.
Yeah.
Now P. Diddy's arrested.
No, 50 Cent been telling y'all for 25 years.
Yeah.
They were trying to get to a 50 piece.
Like, yo, 50 been trying to tell y'all, Diddy a little fruity.
Yeah.
Like and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with being gay. When you're like assaulting people and
That's-
blackmailing people with
that's
the
the
shit,
problem.
that's the problem.
Yeah, no.
When you're abstinent
Diddy-
people, that's a problem.
P. Diddy was trying to find 50 ways of how I did virginize 50 Cent. That's
Yo.
for sure.
Damn.
Jeez, man.
got to tell him.
Gray.
What?
50 Shades of Grey.
Oh God! Now Liz is on a roll, bro. Liz is Liz is getting warmed up. She about to warm up her set.
Protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell him
Tell
no.
him no.
You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say I'm so free.
Yo, I need a drink. Throwing out everybody.
What? We were just talking about.
Oh,
Shannon's like, well, Diddy ain't coming up.
no, yeah.
Now he really ain't.
He's
But,
gone.
but that's all he's thinking about there.
Hey, respect Jimmy J. Respect. Yeah, he more stable, more financially more stable now. That's hey,
There you go, Jimmy.
hey, man. I'm glad to see you more stable.
Nice. That's awesome, dude.
That's awesome.
That's fact.
You're in a
Yeah.
good place, bro. That's good.
Yep.
Can I need another one? You here? Get you another one
Thank
too,
you,
Cat.
sir. Thank you.
Come on,
Because
man.
early on, you was accusing me of being.
Cat, man.
You saw how you put more on his than his?
I mean, but you know, some of these people.
Martin tried to put me in my first dress. When he had to go on his hiatus, he tell me, Cat, when I come back, I need you. You my young partner. You my brother in comedy. When I come back, just promise me that my next movie, it'll be me and you. We gonna do it together. We gonna do some buddy cop shit. I said, Martin, you got my motherfucking word, my nigga. Go do what you gotta do. When you come back, I'm in your movie. Don't trip. I don't need to see the script or nothing. You know, we get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's House too.
That's right.
I
He does big moves.
almost died. And I gotta read this script from all these good white people. Where this nigga want me to get in a dress with him. And I'm literally saying to everybody, why is he in a dress again? You already played the old lady as an FBI agent. We can play anything now. We can be playing a dog catcher this time. Why do we need to be in a dress? And I get so mad, I say, you don't want me. You want Brandon T. Jackson. And that's who they went and got. Twice I said it, they went and got him. Just like I'm telling you, I had the other dudes work.
Wow, I
had
didn't
all
know
of it. All
that. Not know that.
But see,
Wow.
I'm in a mix with the whole man in a dress thing. And the reason why I'm in a mix is because one of the Wayans brothers, he went on a radio with on an interview with Big Boy. He's a talk show radio. He's got his thing in, I think it's in LA. And the Wayans brothers was like, how come when Robin Williams did Mrs. Doubtfire, it was genius? But if black people like Tyler Perry,
Yeah.
then you're selling out. He's got a fair point about that. Robin Williams was accepted in it, no issue.
That's not it. Dude, there was not a Mrs. Doubtfire 2. There wasn't a series.
Oh, good point.
There wasn't a
Good
series.
point.
Yeah.
Good point.
The story was that he wanted to be with his kids, so he
Yeah.
found the way. He was
It
desperate.
was the story.
He was desperate. He found the way, and that's why
I see what you're saying.
That's why I like the movie, because how far he went to see his kids.
Dude, that's why White Chicks was so good. There wasn't a White Chicks 2.
Two.
Exactly.
They didn't do it again.
Exactly.
You don't need to do that again.
That's the problem.
I see what you're saying.
They keep putting black men in
I
dress.
see what you're saying. Like there's series of the shit.
Yes.
I get what you're saying. It's fine. Like I get it. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't think about it that
now
way.
you get it.
I didn't.
Now you get it.
Yeah, I didn't think about it that way.
So I get what they were saying.
Yeah, but when you put it that with the series,
Yeah.
I get it.
As long as the plot of the story makes sense of why you dressing up, then it's fine. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I get it. All right. I didn't think about it.
Exactly.
I did was say, I want to punch it up so it's not offensive to real niggas, and that's how I got in this position.
I get what. Okay.
And that's why Cat won't wear a dress.
That's. I get it. Cat didn't want to do it once because he knew if he did it once, they were going to ask him to do it again. I get it. All right.
Robin, they never asked.
They never. Yeah. I can't think of another. Right. Yeah, because there wasn't a Mrs. Doubtfire 2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
But and then like I keep saying it, why do they keep putting black men in dresses?
I see what you're saying.
Club Shay Shay after this air.
It's gonna be in a dimension it's never been in.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
The greatest thing floating in
I might be out of
2024. Mark the
business.
words. No way.
Oh yeah.
In a whole different realm of business.
God damn.
Oprah coming next. Once I establish this as a place of truth,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Watch. God's people ain't that few.
Yeah. Prince. You met Prince.
Prince was a friend of mine. He was a friend of mine.
Peace.
What was those conversations? Because look,
Rest in peace to Prince.
Yeah,
man.
rip.
I mean, sometimes we don't really understand or appreciate someone until they're gone. I did. I was a big Prince fan. All of his stuff.
Yeah.
Because he could play all the instruments. He could sing. He could
Yeah.
dance. He was an entertainer
Yeah.
that could sing. And what he wrote, I mean, who thinks of Cherry Moons? Who thinks
Are
it
we
slows it?
past 20 minutes?
You still got 4 minutes, Jimmy.
Yeah, 150.
We keep yapping.
Oh,
We
you
keep
know,
yapping. Yeah. This is
freaking, I just want to make it home. Hold tight.
We started. You said an hour 29, and we're at 140.
yeah.
146.
All right, yeah. Let's play the 4 minutes and
Yeah,
then we
that-
could put our thoughts into it after.
In April. Who a raspberry beret, a pink cashmere, the purple rain, the things that he wrote about. Well, like, bro, who mind goes there?
Prince.
Yeah, he was unlike anybody in the world. He was just an amazing individual. I was able to meet him when I was 12, and I knew him my entire life through all of his changes. I was able to assist him many times. If you go look at Prince's car collection, you'll see that Prince don't have not one car Katt Williams ain't got. He got the Prowler from Friday After Next in there. He got the same Bentley as me, because we share certain things. Our connection was lyrics, musical lyrics, women, and cars. And those are the areas where he trusted my opinion on things. And that's where I got to be helpful in his life. And he was helpful in mine in really all different types of ways, especially about the business, as far as being a black man that was rich in this business at 18 years old, had already did his first $1 million contract, had already broken records, was determined that he didn't want to be like anybody else, was so great of a guitar player that black people just stopped caring about guitar, and he got left out on a limb and somehow still had to create his way out of that. He was just really a 1 in a billion type person. I was lucky to know him.
Damn.
And we're back in third quarter planning.
Yeah, Prince
Adams,
probably was one of those
quarterback
types
in
of
this
people.
Now,
Real.
there are specials and the streaming. I don't know. I don't think there's as many, and there's no DVDs now. So where are you on this streaming, the specials? I mean, obviously you still tour, but how much do you focus on? Okay, I'm gonna tour, say 100 days or 150 days, but I'm gonna do a special.
Well, now that our relationship with Netflix is at the 8-figure mark,
8?
how
You said 8?
How often you want to make them?
Oh, you said 8? I mean, like
Right.
5, 6, 7, 8?
Got to be 10 million to qualify, yeah. So what I'm saying
Damn.
is, once
Wow.
you're at that level, how many would you do? I'd be willing to bet you say, every time you turn around, I'm gonna be doing another one.
Hey.
I think that's what you would say if you was any good.
Yeah,
And
but
like I said, with 12 comedy specials, why do I need to be in these conversations with these specialist people? Sid ain't got no specials you remember. Steve ain't got no specials you remember. Ricky ain't got no specials you remember. Faison ain't got no. What? So why do y'all
Quake did
get
a
to
special.
Yep, it was 20 minutes long.
It was good too, though.
It was. He's good. Not it was good. He's
Yeah,
good.
see, Quake my
He's
guy.
good. Don't think because I said something derogatory that I don't know how to hate. Earthquake has consistently, I don't think anybody's ever said Quake wasn't funny. He probably never been booed.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever given a bad performance in
Nathaniel,
his
my
life.
dog.
But But his just due was overdue. He was in a whole different situation.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't able to translate the stand-up to the movie
The
thing,
TV.
he took a hit. Most people don't take a hit. They're just judged on their stand-up.
Right.
So yeah, no. Even though it sounds like there's a lot of people that's not the case. I'm a proponent of all of us who are in this business working hard trying to make it.
When you got in the
I think we can
There we
end it
go.
right
Yeah,
there.
good put the.
I was waiting for back.
Yeah, good.
In the next one, but you're right back, guys.
Good point.
I figured that we'd be.
Good place to stop that one right there.
Yeah, so that's that.
It's long 20 minutes.
Yeah, that was a long 20 minutes, bro. Damn.
Thanks for stopping and spending time with us today, y'all. Hit that notification bell and give it a share because it does help the channel out.
Please and thank you.
See you guys in the next one.
Later, y'all.
Peace.
Bye.